Hello there, everyone, and welcome to today's screencast. And today we're going to stay on our topic of domain names and the strength of domain names, the search engine position available from domain names. That's going to be our focus. The first thing I really want to talk about is Einstein Industries domain name site. This is where you can see the domains we have. It's www.eiidomains.com. And we purchased about 12 years ago some really, probably the strongest medical domain names, basically focused on specialty and keyword. Words like IVF Boston, LASIK Boston, Boston LASIK, plastic surgery Boston, New York. So let's check it out. New York. From a search engine standpoint, these are very valuable. If you're trying to come up under Miami breast augmentation, the domain name miamibreastaugmentation.com has a lot of clout. But I think it's more important to recognize that these domain names are valuable from a branding standpoint, that a memorable domain name you can hinge a business on, that a memorable domain name you can put on a billboard or you can say on the radio and you expect someone to get to your website, that hinging your practice on a domain name has a lot of value. So let's talk about that. The first is probably the simple name recognition value, that people remember good domain names. That Breast Aug Miami is an awesome domain name for a plastic surgeon in Miami. The second thing is selling your practice. If you base your practice on your own name, when you go to sell it, it's much more difficult because the brand is the physician rather than the practice itself. So if you hinge your dentistry practice on a name like Cosmetic Dentistry in Miami, it has a much higher resale value in addition to the search engine benefits. Another thing to consider when you're looking at why would I use one of these domain names is that really they're exclusive. Let's take a look at one more market here, Los Angeles. That there's only going to be one plasticsurgerylosangeles.com, and that's a finite resource. And so by having that, not only are you giving yourself the search engine benefit, giving yourself the branding and name recognition benefit, but really what other kind of marketing is only going to have a one-time cost and then a potentially lifetime benefit? You know, that most marketing is an ongoing yearly deal, that this is a nice way to kind of button up something that's a finite resource that's not coming back. So I want to make sure everyone takes a look at EII domains and looks at some of these great domain names. We're very actively getting our clients and our potential clients into these domain names because frankly, until there's a website sitting on a domain name, it's not a great thing anyhow. So it behooves us to really focus on getting people into these because there's so much benefit in them, and it's a win-win. You know, we get out of this inventory, you get into something that's really brandable, really sellable, really going to have a immediate benefit for your practice, and it's a real nice way to go. So call Einstein Medical at 866-337-5456. That's 866-337-5456. And we'll take a look at some of these with a salesperson and see if we can get you involved. So thanks a lot.